What's up, everybody? We're out this weekend. It's been a while, guys, since we've been out camping, but we got a phone call and said, hey, let's go out for the weekend. Just happened to be the coldest weekend of the year in Alabama. We're expecting temperatures to drop tonight and not get above freezing. So this is a good test for us winter camping. We normally don't do a lot of winter camping, but we're gonna try it this weekend. We'll see how things work out. Hanging out with our crew.
Wipe the sleep from your eyes. Quit your dreaming now, the sun is on the rise. And by the end of the day, this dusty room will be 1,000 miles away. Once heard it said in a song, best keep to traveling on.
Yeah.
You did. Okay, good. What's up, Luke?
What's going on?
Trying to stay warm.
Oh, this is a makeshift fire. I thought y'all had some wood over here. And we actually saw some wood when we was at the commissary.
There's some wood right over yonder.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we saw it.
This is gonna be temporary.
I'm gonna grab them, Mark. No, somebody camped. They left a whole stack of firewood over at the campsite.
I need to get that tonight.
I need to use up there in the truck, throw it on there.
Yeah, somebody else can have it.
It's a whole stack of it up there.
We don't do a whole lot of winter camping, but we decided to give it a try. You know, a lot of these rigs, I always say, four season. We're gonna see what season this thing is, because tonight temperature's gonna drop down below freezing, and tomorrow temperature will not get above freezing all day. So got my tanks full of propane, got my fireplace going. We'll see how things turn out, but first attempt at this winter camping. I got a little taste of it probably a couple of years ago when we went to Detroit, Michigan, and the temperature dropped and I ran out of propane, and man, you woke up the next morning, you could tell that the heat wasn't running. But it's just good to get away, guys. We've been locked up since September. I had winterized the RV. I de-winterized it this weekend, and probably when I get back, I'm gonna winterize it back to where it was before we came out. One thing I learned was winterizing my camper. We did a video probably about 2 years ago when we were traveling to South Carolina to the Banks meetup, and I thought that I winterized my camper correctly, and I did winterize it correctly based on the camper I had before, because I basically drained all the lines. I drained the water out of the water heater. But this RV that we have now has a tankless water heater. And anybody that has a tankless water heater know when you run antifreeze through there, well, you have to run antifreeze through it. You can't just drain the lines out of this thing because water's still in the tankless water heater. So I drained it, thought that I was good, done, got ready to go out camping, and the valve on the tankless water heater cracked. Cost me $300, so that was an expensive lesson. So this year I ran antifreeze through everything, even the tankless hot water heater. So lessons learned with you tankless hot water heater people. You have to run your antifreeze through your tankless hot water heater. We'll check back.
You don't have to put no words. You just go and snap. Camping. Getting back in the swing of things. Doing your tire pressure monitor. Coffee in the morning. Something to eat. Walking around. Taking the trash out. Memories. You gotta wait until after breakfast to do all of it. I probably need to move. I need to put something in the bottom
Got what? Yeah.
It's really beautiful, and it's something that I saw in passing by. I really love it. It's so beautiful. Yeah, and so
That shouldn't happen. You didn't even know it.
Catherine, it's what a pleasure.
Thank you.
Please come back and hang with us.
Thank you.
New episodes of The Pit debut Thursday.
Opioid addiction gets between you and what you love.
We want pet owners know the struggle. Your best bud can track all sorts of gunk indoors. Now there's a simple solution. It's Buddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that keeps your dog's paws clean before they make a mess inside. Use Buddy Mat under your pet's food dish, in the bathroom, even catch spills in the kitchen. Call or go online to order your Buddy Mat right away. We're fixing introductory offer. Order 2 and get 1 free for only $19.95 each.
Base, you just put this on, and then the smaller ones are magnetized, so they magnetize together. You can put it right under your refrigerator. So your favorite one, you just magnetize right in the refrigerator.
all natural. No,
They
I love
are
this.
delicious.
Wow.
They literally take everything and make it like a gourmet meal and small batch. They're
Consultation today. This year is my year thanks to sort of.
Good morning, guys. We're doing a little winter camping this weekend out here at our favorite park, which I'm not gonna try to do any tours of this place because I've toured it enough, and I think you guys probably seen it enough. We're out at Gunner Hill Campground. It was nice, quick, easy getaway, and we decided to come out and try it out. And just, looking at the weather beforehand, the weather looked pretty good. 50 during the day, maybe 30s, high 30s at night, but things changed on us. Today, I don't think it's going to get over 29 or 30 for the high, and it's going to go down probably about 19 tonight. But after we talked about coming out here and I thought about it, I invested in our heater hose. And so far so good, but we hadn't really got to a night where it's freezing up like that. But if it does, I'm equipped, I'm ready. So found this thing on Amazon, and it actually plugs into the pedestal, and it's insulated. It's got a electrical strip that goes down to keep everything warm. Here's the thermostat on this thing, so the temperature drops down. So far it's supposed to kick this thing on to keep the water warm and it doesn't freeze up. So big test will be tonight when the temperature drops down to about 19 or 20, but we'll see. Right now we're on our way down to dump the trash. We'll check back with you. As you guys can see, our heater hose there. I was filling this thing to see just how warm it got. And you really don't feel any warmth until you get down here. I can actually feel the electrical heat strip. Right here. It's a little warm there. Yep. This is the thermostat, so yeah, I can feel the heat coming from it. So, I guess it's doing what it's supposed to do. According to Montgomery weather, it's 29 degrees right now. It feels like 15 with the wind chill. And you know, guys, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. As long as the sun is shining, I guess we're okay. If the sun wasn't shining, I guess it'll feel a lot colder than what it is, but I can tolerate this. Probably not for very long, but just to come outside and hang out, you know, just took the trash down to the trash bin, and then it's a nice little walk. Who knows, maybe later I can get Rose out and we can go for a little walk. But I doubt it. It's not her kind of weather. But this is our first big winter camping that we've ever done. Usually we're not out here in this kind of weather. RV is usually put up until at least February or March. But yeah, I can do this. We didn't have a Wally World, so we came to the next place. So you got the pickled jalapenos. Did you need the regular jalapenos too? Or the green chili?
I'm going to use the green chili. They had the regular jalapenos.
I didn't see those.
It's a little bottle of hot sauce. $2.
No, I don't see any.
Just nice chilies.
Okay.
Texas Pete is $1.50. You want that?
No, I want red hot.
Red your hot. Oh, if you're recording me, don't record me.
Yeah, red my hot.
All right. That's it. I told you.
All right. That's it. That's all we came to get.
That was it.
All right, guys. We're doing Mexican night. Doing chili.
Oh, you said you don't need more chips.
No, I think we'll get it.
We don't have any pork chips. Do you? You need one of them?
No. I'm gonna make my world famous chili tonight, guys. Gonna have some of my camper friends over, and we're gonna do chili and tortilla soup. Check back. Well, guys, the chili is not necessarily world famous. It's more family famous.
It has a citrusy smell, but it doesn't taste citrusy. It's got a peppery taste.
For a couple of days. What happens from here in? Well, we'll have to wait and see. One thing for sure, any strain or excitement won't do it any good. If I were you, I'd start thinking about a different line of work. I'm not hoping you take it back. Or son, this time
Might not be used, baby. Nothing warms you up like a good hot bowl of chili.
They sure can. That's my chicken broth.
Was better.
Good stuff.
Yeah, let's go.
I need that. Pause and let me rinse my beans because I had not rinsed my beans. 20 minutes.
I don't know what to believe. Come back down and have a drink. Looks like you could use one.
And add the corn and then the spices. That's too much chicken. Oh, you like a lot of food.
Hi, Mom. I can't wait for you to hear well again, so I won't have to scream to tell you that I love you. Now tell me if you can hear this.
That's it.
It's not just
Look good?
it's your life. That's why we created the Miracle You Way, offering including
And then I gotta put my
connected with your loved ones at all times.
Some kind of security, and I feel that gold is the place to be. That it actually gives you the security you need. That if the things collapse like in 2008, we're going to have tons that we can live on. Our government is so overspent. There's no money left. So you have to be able to provide for yourself. You have to have enough money on hand. Everything goes south, then we'll be able to manage and we'll be able to survive. Having physical metal in my hands, makes me feel very comfortable. I feel like now I have security. You need to call the experts, U.S. Money Reserve, and then you should be able to make a decision.
If you've bought gold in the past or would like to learn more about why physical gold should be an important part of your portfolio, call to receive the complete guide to buying gold. This is important and valuable information, including facts you should know about purchasing gold, silver.
But I ain't gonna measure this. I'm just gonna put it in there. Is it?
Yeah, it's going better now. Earlier this morning it was kind of frozen.
I had to break it up.
Why you need to start owning gold today. You'll also receive a copy of the new report, Protection in the Risk Zone. Pick up the phone and call America's Gold Authority, U.S. Money Reserve. With more than 2 decades in business, over $3 billion in transactions, and more than 1 million clients, Money Reserve is one of the most dependable gold distributors in America.
Wins, losses, and countless miles. To keep living at my speed, I just queued on CoQ10. CoQ10 is the #1 cardiologist recommended
Ken's gonna put lime juice and stuff in here.
That should be okay.
Are you sitting at home living in pain? Maybe it's in your
Look good.
hands, maybe your back or your hips. The good news is you don't need to live in pain. Because there is Omega XL, one of a kind, natural, powerful joint relief supplement created from the green lip mussels of New Zealand. Drug-free, non-habit forming, it's small, easy to swallow, and it's backed by more than 40 years. If you're experiencing daily aches and pains due to aging and overuse, try Omega XL. Just ask anybody who uses it. The results are undeniable.
I had loved joining
More coming?
and it slowed me down.
With the temperatures dropping down in the teens, we figured what could warm you up like a good hot bowl of chili than a good hot bowl of chicken tortilla soup. We invited our crowd over a little bit later on to warm up a little bit with the cold temperatures by eating our chicken tortilla soup and chili served with cornbread.
At the beginning of the month, I think it said.
Good morning, guys. This is like day 4 of our winter camping trip, and last night it got down in the teens, and here I'm thinking my heater hose is going to save me, and it really didn't. We lost water last night, and this thing is frozen shut. So I said frozen open. So we have no water coming from here. I don't know if this thing's even hot. But this little experiment didn't work. So this line here, which is probably a mistake on my part, is frozen solid. When I was camping with one of my buddies, and he gave me some great advice. His advice was to put water in my fresh water tank, which I did yesterday. So I have water in there that I can use my water pump to get water into the RV. But this thing here is frozen solid. So a lot of other guys that I was camping with here, water froze last night, and most of us put water in our fresh water tanks. Go over and check with some of these other guys, but we is closed. Yeah, working. So we'll go check a few other guys and we'll check back with you. Yeah, you freeze up? You got water in your tank, don't you?
No, it ain't no sweat.
I said, but you got water in your tank. My thing is frozen solid, open. So my heater hose didn't, when we're for flip, probably because of the way I had it hooked up.
What's frozen solid?
My lever on my handle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't closed.
Oh, okay.
I see yours is closed and it's working.
Well, I never.
No, you never had it open because you feel your
But I still ain't got no water though.
It's frozen? Even in your tank?
I'm thinking in the pump area where it froze.
Mine is still pumping from the pump. And I found out this morning I do have tank heaters. It's on my in command display. It's not on the wall like most of them are with the flip switches.
Okay.
It's actually on my in command display.
Okay.
But I got water in my freshwater tank that's still pumping. But my faucet outside is frozen solid.
Oh, okay. So the faucet froze.
Yeah, it's frozen. It won't even close.
But yeah, I mean, that one
yeah, it was open and closed. I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They lost water last night.
Really?
Whitney did. She called me last night and asking had my line frozen. At the time it hadn't. I just got out the shower. Using my water line. I was all confident that my heater hose was gonna save me.
Yeah.
Woke up about 3 in the morning because Rosa heard the furnace acting up or sounding different than what it normally sounds. Turn some water on, frozen.
Now see, my furnace came on. It had a different sound to it.
It did.
And I got up because I wanted to see what it was, because I thought Deborah cut it off, completely off. She told me she just turned the temperature down on it. They set it down on it.
Yeah.
And she said she turned it down to 62, but it was 65 in the inside though.
Okay.
Made it come on.
Okay.
Had water then.
Yeah.
That's 5:30 this morning.
The crazy thing about it is that it made a different sound. It was running and finding everything. I could tell that it was burning gas because I checked my tanks and stuff, and I was losing gas. So it had to be, but it did sound a little different. I have to admit that. I don't know the cold weather had anything to do with it or what, but it sounded different.
Yeah, mine had something like a whistling noise to it.
Yeah. Same thing. So I had to go tell her to make her feel a little bit better. But she woke me up like, is that an alarm going off on the furnace or what is it? I'm like, it just sounded like it's running to me. I could hear the sound, but it wasn't that bad. But
yeah, it would sound like whistling noise in the hole.
Yeah. So
after it warmed up for a minute, it stopped.
Yeah. My probably second trip camping in below freezing weather. First time my lines was frozen. Well, when we were in Michigan, I don't never remember my line freezing up there, but that's Michigan. This is Birmingham. This is Alabama.
So, well, I mean, this first time, well, it froze in Gaston.
Yeah.
So, I'm just hoping it didn't freeze too hard to mess with
your pump.
Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, around 5:30, I had plenty of water then.
Yeah. Well,
2 hours later, it didn't have nothing.
And I told Wick the day he came in, I said, put some water in your freshwater tank. I said, this is Nate's telling me that's going to be the best way to do it. And so I got a third of a tank, freshwater tank. I told Kendrick the same thing, and whether he did or not, I don't know. But it's only supposed to get up to like 40, 41 today, so maybe they'll come up enough to thaw things out. And I'm going to rearrange my setting I got on my heater hose and see what not they make. I got my pressure regulator in, which the pressure is probably okay, so I might just go straight from that straight to the RV. I got pressure regulator, I got another hose. That hose that's down at the bottom of there is one that's really frozen up. I was hoping the water would stay warm enough, but I might be packing this thing back up and sending it back to Amazon.
You got time?
Yeah, oh yeah. I only had about a week.
But now, I used that hose to put some water in my tank yesterday.
Yeah.
But I blew the water out of it.
Yeah. But it's still frozen?
It's still frozen.
Yeah.
Now the water coming.
coming out, but it won't go through the hole. So I was just gonna go ahead and hook it up.
Yeah.
You know. But
so you put a blanket on your
well, I had the blanket in there on that
on the tank.
In water. Wet bait.
Yeah.
So
I gotta make sure I get that up here.
now I gotta get me another one of these.
Yeah, cracked all around it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, after that, I came out and turned the water off.
How you doing? All right. Well, as you guys can see, I did manage to get my valve closed and take all the attachments that I had on there. My biggest issue was that I had a splitter here and a pressure regulator here, and they were both made of metal. And so both of those things froze. Because these are pretty much anti-freezing water faucets, if I'm not mistaken. So what really happened there is that all this froze and water couldn't even get through this heater hose to even try to heat the water up. So I'm taking all the pieces and parts out and going straight from the faucet straight into my RV. I had to do something like this because I wanted this. This is the thermostat. This is what makes the heat kick on to the heater hose. And so I wanted that to hang out so it can get the temperature from outside. I didn't want it stuck up here in the bay. So I got that hanging down there, kind of rig this up a little bit. And what I might do, I might stuff a towel or something here to keep this a little bit warmer on the inside, that this doesn't freeze up. I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But I'm going to give this another shot and see how it works out. If it didn't, I'll be having a return package to Amazon. But I gotta fire up now, see. Well, that one gets some water now. Sounds like it. Nothing's leaking, which is a good sign. We'll see how our heater hose work tonight, because temperatures are going to drop again down to around 19 or 20, and we'll see. Check back.
Greasing here, and stuff.
I like it. I mean, there's no pressure.
That's what Deborah says.
And you ain't got to be here on time.
Yeah.
And,
Go ahead.
I'm pull up some of my clothes.
Deborah's
on my
gonna
leg.
search all that over there.
All right. You think you got it?
Rose up. Yeah, Rose,
Okay.
come on, Rose, you gotta fix it.
Fix what?
Hey, you gotta fix
Yeah, come on, Rose.
Go ahead.
Not Eric fix his own because he knows what he wants.
Oh.
How much he wants. Hot dogs.
Yeah, just put them right here. Hamburgers and more hot dogs. What y'all call those? Hot bread.
What?
I've been eating those That's my appetite.
Before leaving home, we made sure that our propane tanks were full to capacity. And after 4 days of camping, this is where we finished. And we carry two 30-pound propane tanks. What we found out as winter camping newbies is that we could do this for a few days, but don't think we could do it for long term. We talked to several people there in the campground. There were more experienced winter campers, and we broke the first rule. When you know you're going to have freezing temps, do not connect your water to your RV. Instead, fill your freshwater tank and run your furnace to keep the underbelly warm. Every one of us newbies out there water froze. Well, good morning, guys. Today is move out day, and we survived another cold night. Got down to 20 last night, and after reconfiguring my heater hose, things turned out a whole lot different than it did the night before when it froze up. Removed a few of the metal components that I had. Really wasn't thinking when I did all that. I had pressure regulator. I had a splitter on there, and I had already taken off the water filter. So we normally don't use a lot of that water for any drinking water or anything like that. It's usually for bathrooms and washing dishes and that kind of stuff. So once I took all the metal components off, and nothing froze up last night. The heater hose did exactly what it's supposed to do. It kept the water flowing. So I guess it's not going back to Amazon now. So we're gonna pack up here in a few minutes and get out of here. First big winter camping experience. And we didn't anticipate that the weather's going to go down into the teens and the 20s and that kind of stuff. So it was a good experience. I know what I can handle, what I can't handle now, for us going out in January, February, which is considered winter months here. Normally, not all the time, that we get temperatures like that, but we did this particular trip. We didn't plan it that way, but that's just the way it turned out. So we're gonna get packed up and check you guys a little bit later.
Wipe the sleep from your eyes. Quit dreaming now, the sun is on the rise. And by the